What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike. This is the Philly Talk podcast. Let me start by saying happy Thanksgiving to all Eagle Nation. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to anybody who's watching this, even if you're not an Eagles fan. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you enjoy the day with your family, friends, however you got to get it done today. Even if you're by yourself, enjoy your day. Take it easy. Hopefully you don't have to work. Sit back, watch some football. It stinks that we only get 2 games instead of 3 games. And actually the best one of the night game, Steelers versus Ravens, is actually postponed. So, we get to possibly see Dallas lose. That could be a plus. Does it really help our birds at this point? Where do we stand? But we're going to talk some Eagles football, talk some happy Thanksgiving Day stuff. This ain't going to be a long live stream. Man, Jeff Lurie had some stuff to say, though. Doug Peterson continues to have the worst press conferences in the world. I'm not even sure at this point if he's not doing it on purpose. Dumb is dumb. But Doug Peterson at the press conferences is crazy. And we're going to get into all that. Let me say what's up to everybody in the chat. Steve Barry, what's going on? Cassis says, today's my birthday. No other way to spend it than watch this. Hey, shout out to you. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving. Shout out to you, my guy. Enjoy. Ethan said, happy Thanksgiving. Eagles for life. Hey, what's going on, my guy? Gabriel, happy Thanksgiving. We grubbing. Yang. We just don't need Ezekiel Elliott to be grubbing. Michael, what's going on? Love the name. Sonic 2.25. Zeke fan. Here we go. Shout out to you, though. Happy Thanksgiving. Throwing dots. Hey, what's goody? 2020 Vision. Drew. King. Alchemist, what's going on? Blue City Empire Sports. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? We should hire the Panthers OC as head coach. Listen, bro, at this point, it's coming down to, look, I don't necessarily want to fire Doug, but he cannot, I repeat, not be the play caller. It just doesn't work. Smokeless YT, what's going on, my guy? Hey, if I'm Smokeless YT, I'm feeling real good about my life. The Sixers are making big moves. And on his football side, he's a Saints fan. He don't got to be stuck with this Eagles drama. Shout out to you, my guy. James Randolph, what up? Stephen Joyce, channel member in the building. Alexander, what's going on? Let me start by saying this real quick. We're actually Superhero 18. Happy Thanksgiving for Daryl Morey, Ben Simmons, and Joel the GOAT Embiid. I'm coming back to saying he's the best center. I've always said he was the best center, but I got to give Jokic his props. He was trying to take that over last season, but Joel Embiid is back in top. But let's get into this Doug Peterson press conference thing. Listen. You can't be this stupid. Doug Peterson cannot be this dumb. He can't be. This has to be on purpose. If I'm Doug Peterson, if I'm Jeff Lurie, if I'm Howie Roseman, I know every single time Doug Peterson steps in front of the media, they're going to ask a question about Carson Wentz. I know this. Every single time Doug Peterson gets in front of the media, they're going to ask a question about Carson Wentz. So if he wants to nip it in the bud, if he wants to just be done with it, all you got to do is have your mind trained to say, if they ask me about Carson Wentz, when they ask me about Carson Wentz, just say, he's our quarterback. Next question. This guy, if he's not your quarterback, well, then come out and say it. But don't look stupid and then say it anyways. Yes. No. Yes. No. How do you not know you're going to get asked this question? Like, look, I used to look past his dumb press conferences and say, well, he won the Super Bowl. Well, the Eagles are pretty good. Well, I mean, you got to put this press conference in the perspective of if he's this dumb in the media, what is he doing with his whole what's going on? And again, Doug Peterson was the play caller in 2017. So I'm not discounting Frank Wright, but Doug Peterson called the plays, but he had somebody that he would sit in a room with for 6 hours. There's articles out that Doug Peterson and Frank Wright will sit in a room for 6 hours, go over the game plan, rehearse it, discuss it, mesmerize it pretty much, and then go out there and do it. And I guarantee you in situations he looked over and said, hey, Frank, what should we do? We don't got that. We don't got that. And if we don't get that, Carson Wentz is not going to get better. This team is not going to get better. Nothing is going to get better. But let's get to some of these guys in the chat and let's start talking about some more positive stuff. We do got the Seattle Seahawks. Hopefully, after we eat some Thanksgiving dinner, we can eat some Seattle Seahawks. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Doug Peterson is a turkey. Facts. Eagles over 76ers. I mean, you're a Patriots fan. What do you mean? I want Nate to get half at quarterback. Hey, who knows? Eagles are the best team in Philadelphia. They got the championship in Philadelphia. I mean, I could say that. Question: when is Jason Peters going to retire? Soon. Hopefully soon. Do you like turkey or ham more? I eat everything. I'm fat, bro. I'm a fat boy. Why haven't the Eagles put Jordan Howard on the 53-man roster? Because we don't run the ball. Like, do we really need to? If Miles Sanders ain't getting carries, I mean, who else is going to get carries? Could we use Jordan Howard? Of course. Could we use Miles Sanders more? Of course. It's just a mind-boggling how this Eagles team decides to go about its business. Like it's wild. It's wild. What's good, Mike? Happy Thanksgiving. You already know what's going on. Everybody in the chat. Wentz will start. Wentz will start. Hurt should have been used more in the earlier game, so maybe we can alternate them. But I don't know if he performs well in the whole game. Yeah, man. Listen, it's at the point where, you know, why do I watch the press conferences on Wednesday? You know what I mean? I feel like Wentz and Doug don't know how to communicate with the guys that are not like them. So they resort to Yeah. I mean, they need to communicate with each other. First of all, I mean, you don't see that. Again, Press Taylor wasn't at the game in the Browns game. And guess who the direct line to Carson Wentz was? Nate Sudfeld. Like, this team on all three levels just don't got no communication, don't got no hunger. It's a lot of finger pointing. It's a lot of just not good football, to be honest. Have a nice Thanksgiving, bro. Let's go Eagles. LeBron James, 11. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm done with this team. Tired of being upset every single Sunday. I can agree with that. Eagle Clips in the house. What's going on? Eagles Champs One podcast. What's going on, my guy? I'd fire Doug Peterson and just start the rebuild in honesty. I drip 2-2-2. What's going on, my guy? Yeah, listen, look. Here's the thing. What can we say about Doug Peterson besides he's a Super Bowl winning head coach? You know, because that saying is starting to get old. So if we can't say he does anything but that thing that was a big thing a couple of years ago, well, then what are we actually saying? Happy Thanksgiving, Philly Mike. I just wanted to say that before I get back to the family. Fly, Kobe, Fly. You already know. Shout out to you, my guy. Look, this is going to be a short stream. I just wanted to get on here and wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and talk about some birds because, you know, on one hand, you got the Sixers making moves. I dropped a video last night, my starting five. some Lou Will talk. But yeah, making moves. And the Eagles over here looking like a broken team. Fix the Eagles coaching in the front offense and the quarterback problems, and I guarantee you we will have a top 5 offense. Well, most of the football, but listen, one of the most important things on a football team is the offensive line. No doubt about it. The next two important things is head coach and quarterback. So we definitely got to fix that. Nate knows the playbook. Yeah, I ain't mad at the game. He knows the playbook. And listen, if I'm not even going to lie, Carson Wentz has been bad. Am I fully giving up on him? No. Has he been horrible? Yes. Has it been some of Doug Peterson? Yes. Most of Doug Peterson? Yes. But at the end of the day, if we had average quarterback play for a couple games, we would have beat the Bengals. You know what I mean? We would have beat the Rams. We would have beat the Washington football team, and we probably would have beat the Browns. So you're talking about a couple wins there. This team looks different. It's in a slump, but it looks different. Cowboys taking first place. Wow, wow, wow. Tyrese Washington, shout out to you, my guy. Happy Thanksgiving. Fire Doug. Hey, I don't know. That might end up being the answer. Travis Fulgham has been dropping footballs. He has a couple drops. What's up, bro? Who you got today against the spread? So here is something that could work to our advantage. If Philly starts Hurts without saying anything for the first quarter, they won't be ready. That is true. Here's the thing, though. We got some bulletin board material. DK Metcalf came out and pretty much said, y'all should start Jalen Hurts. He said that. DK. Now, is he saying that because he honestly don't want to play Carson Wentz because he knows Carson Wentz could turn it around? I mean, I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know. Normally, you don't give advice to the team that you're playing. So is he saying it in a sense like Jalen Hurts is so bad, play him, ha, 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 we get the W no matter what? I don't know. But we got to switch something up. Something has to change. This team is dull, and it's not getting the job done. And sometimes, even if it's the wrong change, you got to make something happen so you can spark this offense up. You got to spark this offense. The defense ain't the best, but it's dang sure kept us in most of these games because the offense don't do nothing. Halftime, 0. Halftime, 3. Halftime, 0. Halftime, 3. Honestly, think next year will be better for us. This year is a wrap for a whole division. Yeah, it's a bad division. It's bad. We bad. We're a bad team. I want Jamar Chase or Michael Parsons. I like me some Jamar Chase. Somehow we losing a game. Yeah. Time to start Jalen. Time for Jalen to start. We need to change something up. What up, my guy? Be more Philly in the building. What's going on, my guy? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the chat. You already know. Seattle's going to rip the Eagles 31-6. We scoring more than 6. Come on now. No matter how bad this offense is, you remember Seattle got the worst defense in the NFL. Let me give JJ Triller, just because it's Thanksgiving, let me pull this man on the screen. Yeah, it's y'all coach out there fumbling, overthrowing wide receivers, and throwing INTs. You don't watch the games, of course. Listen, let me just break it down for you real quick, JJ. And this is the only time I'm going to entertain you, even though you're going to stay in the chat the whole time because this is what you do. Carson Wentz has been bad. Carson Wentz is not playing good football. Carson Wentz stinks right now. But again, I got a lot of tape that I kind of broke down. I didn't get to put anything out yet, but let me just say this. Why don't we see any bunch stacks? Listen, I'm watching these receiver routes. Even though I love some TF13, I love Travis Fulgham, Jalen Reagor, I love these receivers. Doug Peterson is calling routes is having these guys run routes that are just win your route type routes. He's not scheming nobody open. He's not running the ball. He's not doing none of this stuff. Dak Prescott, before Amari Cooper came, couldn't do nothing without Ezekiel Elliott in the run game. You ran the ball good with Zeke, Dak Prescott looked good. You don't run the ball with Zeke, Dak Prescott looks trash. Run game helps. It helps Aaron Rodgers. It helps a lot of quarterbacks. At the end of the day, I cannot excuse Carson Wentz's play. But if you watch the games clearly, interceptions are not on the coach. It's the decision-making of Carson Wentz. It's the decision-making of Carson Wentz. I agree 100% on that. But this coach refuses to put him in any type of situation that benefits him. Baker Mayfield killed us with 2 huge plays in the rain. It came off play action, bootleg, rolled them out, great design. We don't get that. We don't get that. We don't get that. And I agree. How does somebody comment in here, stop it, bro? Wentz leads the whole league in bad categories. Have I said anything out my mouth positive about Carson Wentz? No. Carson Wentz stinks. Our play calling also stinks. Simple. Quarterback play stinks. Play calling stinks. The best way to get a stinking quarterback better is to scheme better plays. Simple and plain. We also need our offensive line not to give up 40 sacks. Again, 37 sacks in 16 games, 40 sacks in 11. Just let that sink in your head. 40 sacks in 11 games. Simple and plain. Darius Slay said their defense isn't like the Ravens, but Russell is basically a Lamar that can't run like him, but passes and scramble just as good. Hey, yeah, man, shout out to Russell Westbrook. I'm about to say Russell Westbrook. See, that's how much I'm turning to the NBA real quick. Russell Wilson is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Went through a little slump, but he's still a monster. Carson couldn't beat a college team. I mean, we beat 3 teams, so obviously he could beat a college team. Come on now, OGTV. Too much talk about Wentz. So many other players on his team that look like trash. Let's address them. I'm tired of just hearing Wentz's name, and I agree 100%. Listen, you will not hear me on camera say Wentz played good, but let's go down the list. The whole offensive line is breaking records of allowing sacks. The play calling is legitimately probably one of the worst in the NFL. Baker Mayfield, when you have quarterbacks that can't get in the groove, you tailor your game to them. Lamar Jackson ain't a great passer. Baker Mayfield struggling. Joe Flacco every quarterback that's not playing good, Carson Wentz is one of them, play to their strengths. If Jalen Hurts comes in this game, they're not going to drop him back straight in the pocket. They're going to roll him out. Why? Because he's better that way. Simple. 32 of Carson's sacks happen after 4 seconds. That's on Carson, not the offensive line. Stop. That is true. That is true. That is true. Again, AOG got my next my next film breakdown is going to be on the receiver route combination, which I don't think is good at all. But let me just say this. Carson Wentz misses open reads. Correct. That is correct. It's in his head. Carson Wentz is playing bad football, but this all transpired in the sense of everything that could go wrong went wrong, and it broke him. Carson Wentz at this point is a broken quarterback. It's a broken quarterback. That is what I'm trying to say. He's a broken quarterback who I believe will eventually get fixed. Will it be in Philly? Will it be with us? I don't know. But he's a broken quarterback that at the end of the day, you just got to do something to unbreak him. But again, this team in general is not good. It's not good. This whole team is not good. Carson Wentz is a problem. You're not going to hear me not say he's a problem. He definitely is a problem. But at the end of the day, the Eagles have multiple problems. Jordan, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to you, my guy. To you, my guy. Jeffrey Abraham, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. DeJounte Dupree, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. What's Carson's strengths? Rolling him out the pocket, throwing on the run. And listen, this guy can throw from the pocket once he gets in a groove. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Look, this team is going to make decisions. You heard Jeff Lurie. If we don't make the playoffs, changes will come. Whether it be Carson, Doug, Jim, Howie, we are going to make changes. Jeff Lurie came out his mouth to say, this man is a prideful man. He's a prideful man. He's not going to allow this. Now, if you ask me, if we make the playoffs, I don't care. We still need changes. Shout out to my guy, Jalen Williams. Happy Christmas. What? OGTV, when your coach can't scheme your receivers open, don't. Like I said, my guys, look, this is a happy Thanksgiving stream, my guy. The Eagles cannot lose today. I'm going to be interested to see what happens in this Washington Cowboys game, just to see if the Cowboys got as much fight left in them as I can see. These guys back there are not playing for good football, and it starts from the top, and it goes to Carson Wentz as well. He misses receivers and not reading the field, but the RB and the O-line miss blocks also. Let's not try to sit here and act like that O-line ain't bad. We are worrying about, yeah, it is. And listen, even if you want to use if you want to use the argument that a lot of these sacks are after 4 seconds, watch when I break down these wide receiver routes. I don't understand why we don't see no triple sets, some stack bunches, things that can pick your man open. Because listen, I like Jalen Reagor. I like Travis Fulgham. I like these receivers, Greg Ward Jr. I like these receivers. But they're not winning the routes, and we're asking them to win their routes all the time. And again, you got long developing routes. 3.5 seconds developing routes. It's a lot. When you combine that with Carson Wentz being hesitant, he is. Carson Wentz is broken. Carson Wentz is broken. Carson Wentz is broken. But again, as happy Thanksgiving to you, you already know. Shout out to my guy, Jalen. As I say, Carson Wentz is broken. He's broken in the sense that the scheme is broken too. OG, how can you get the ball out of your hand fast if every route is long developing? Now, look, I have 2 film breakdowns that I'm going through. I'm going through a receiver route running one, which I don't like, and I'm going through a Carson Wentz one. Carson Wentz had a couple plays where Doug Peterson installed a quick hot route. 2 plays that Alshon Jeffrey was on. Alshon breaks out to the right. Carson Wentz got to put the ball on him. Instead, he holds the ball, goes to his second progression, and gets sacked. So I legitly got plays saying this is what Carson cannot, I repeat, cannot do. But this also goes back to, at this point, I'm done judging Carson because he's broken. He's broken. I mean, Carson is broken. He's broken. Dang, the light's coming in big time over there. I'm gonna correct that in a second. But listen, it comes down, like I said, Carson Wentz is broken. Can it be fixed in the long term? Yeah. Can it be fixed this year? No. It can't be fixed this year. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Guys are open, bro. He just won't throw it. Again, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Technical difficulties over here. I don't know. It's Thanksgiving. Let it be. What's going on, Brianna? Bro, retract his message. Like I said, let me get to some of these comments. Who broke him, Mike? Again, you're right. Listen, and listen. When it comes, this is why I give both. Look, Doug Peterson puts this guy in bad situations, but still, at the end of the day, you should be able to just not be this bad. So I blame both of them, but breaking the quarterback is due to this team, the O-line, the play calling, and everything. And he's broken. He's broken. So anybody who comes on here and asks me, like, yo, why is Carson Wentz stink? That's my new answer. Carson Wentz is broken. Can it be fixed? Maybe. Will it be fixed? I don't know. Let's get to some of these questions. Carson doesn't trust himself at this point. That is fact. OGTV, he doesn't trust himself. Hence, Carson Wentz is broken. Why does this light keep coming on? Like, I don't know about that. Carson got problems, but you can't act like the team isn't broke too. Oh, listen, RJ Fletcher. I mean, like, I would hope that the people that follow me understand how big of a Carson Wentz guy I am, but I'm more of an Eagles fan than anything. Is Carson Wentz a full bad player? No. Is he good this season? No. Is this team good this season? No. O-line, play calling, quarterback. Do some positions affect the others? Of course. But it still is what it is. Mr. Everything in the building, what's going on? Wentz needs to stop trying to win every game on every throw. It's crazy how important a quarterback is to a team and how it affects both sides of the ball. Look at DJ in the beginning of the year and Lamar. Facts. Clowney and Doug Sorry coaching broke him. Hey, he still might be feeling effects of that hit. Happy Thanksgiving to the whole chat. I still think we need a power back to complement Carson. I'll take that. Hold up. I'm about to hit all these questions in a second. Let me just fix this. Like, it's bothering me. Once. We back. Like I said, my bad. Here we go. If y'all give up on Carson based on this year, then you're dumb. I've seen plenty of really good quarterbacks have bad years. Yeah. Listen, you can say Carson Wentz stinks this year and still not give up on him. You know what I mean? You got to be able to put it in context. We stink. Carson Wentz stinks. There's reasons why Carson Wentz stinks, but I'm not giving up on him. Yo, what's good, my fave Philly talk show person? What's going on, man? I appreciate you for coming in here. Ben Roethlisberger has gotten sacked 10 times, Carson 40 times. You see the difference? Facts. I have a feeling Carson will turn it on this week. My man might be working live on Thanksgiving. Hey, shout out to Simone Stanley with them great Sixer videos. I see you coming up. Shout out to Simone with the 1K. Welcome to the 1K fam. Appreciate you. I need to get you on here more. She was the first one who was, she'd be up and down on the Carson Wentz train because she loves some Jalen Hurts. But look, at the end of the day, this Eagles team is a lot more. We need a lot more than just a quarterback. But again, it's been bad play there, bad coaching, a lot of stuff. We don't have many assets on the O-line, which doesn't give Carson much time, but he isn't helping himself with that 5-step drop back and holding on to the ball for too long. Exactly. I agree. Carson Wentz is scared that he can't throw. Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be good in this offense. I don't understand how in 5 years he's having a bad year and now people talking about getting rid of him. Fletcher Cox ain't done stuff all this year. Is he broken? Again, I want to answer 2 questions. Is Carson Wentz good this season? No. Do I want to get rid of him? No. You can be both. What's your opinion, bro? Should you rebuild completely? It starts with coaching. If we can't get a play caller in here, then Doug got to go. If Doug refuses to get a play caller in here that can help him with play calling, that can call the plays, then he got to go. If he can do that, I'll continue. But it has to be legitly him letting someone call plays or being a part of the offense. Again, I'm not giving up on Carson Wentz. I think we got to make sure our offensive line is good. We got to do a lot of stuff. We went all in the Super Bowl year. We went all in after the Super Bowl year, and we failed to stay healthy. At this point, the money situation is going to make us legitly kind of rebuild, because watch how bad this cap is. Watch how many people we don't want to lose, but we lose or we can't restructure. It's going to be a lot of stuff. Wentz is a symptom of the problem. The easy answer isn't always the right answer. Remember, we have the same issues from the last 2 years now. It's finally shown in the quarterback. That is true. Carson Wentz can't carry this team because his team has more flaws. And he's also just having a not good year. A lot of stuff happened. Foles was rolling with W's. Foles was rolling us though. Huh? Carson is scared that he can't throw. Vance Maxwell said, it's crazy to hear a 2 Seattle Seahawks player tell Wentz that he needs to be benched. But again, if you're playing a team, of course you want them to play the worst quarterback. So who gives the team advice that they're playing? So you can look at it in the sense that he wants Carson Wentz to sit because he's not sure that Jalen Hurts will get it done. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, Carson needs to play better, but if this team and coach staff helped him, he'd become a better quarterback or a better version of himself. I say no, and that's why he looks awful. I agree. There are so many circumstances that are making Carson Wentz look bad, but the end result is Carson Wentz is looking bad. He got to be accountable. Is he done in Philly? In my opinion, no. But I mean, we have to make a change to spark this team. You got to show something. Doug Peterson is the head coach of this football team and the play caller. He's not going to bench himself. So you just got to make some noise to see what happens. Just say you bench Carson Wentz, which I don't think is the actual right thing to do. I don't think it gives us a better chance to win. Is Carson Wentz winning us games? No. But if you bench Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson looks even worse with Jalen Hurts, well then, again, you can blame Jalen Hurts, but then you can start to see it's the play calling. At the end of the day, Jeff Lurie ain't having this no more. He's not having this no more. We don't make the playoffs, changes will happen. Even if we make the playoffs, changes need to happen. This is a case of optimism versus blind faith. I agree with that. We should have kept Andy Reid. I don't agree with a bad year, maybe a bad game. If you're good, then you're good. Interesting. As long as you know it's just him, then it makes just not him. Of course, man. I mean, just turn the TV on. This whole Eagles team is bad. It's bad. Doug is failing this team. I agree. Listen, under different circumstances, I believe Carson Wentz would be playing better. But the fact of the matter is, it's not under different circumstances. So as I'm sitting here today, watching the Eagles' last two games, there's two people responsible for these losses, Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz. One is definitely more than the other, but they both got blame. This is the quarterback coach league. Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson, good, they winning. Andy Reid, Pat Mahomes, they're good, they winning. Sean Payton, Drew Brees, they play good, they're winning. You know what I mean? Ben, Mike Tomlin, good, winning. You got to get it done. 82 bucks says, happy Thanksgiving. I'm about to molest the entire kitchen. Pause. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Time to eat. Look, do I still want to win this division? Sadly, yes. Do I think we're going to win this division? Got some tough games. But even if we don't win this division, I love to watch the Dallas Cowboys lose on Thanksgiving. Simple. The first game about to come on, so we're going to be getting out of here in a little bit. You're going to know a lot more about your team in the next 4 weeks for sure, just like mine. I just don't want the Cowboys in there. Facts. I hate the Cowboys. I'd rather see the Giants or the Washington football team than the Cowboys. My hatred of the East goes first Cowboys, second Giants, third Washington football team. Sorry. Happy Thanksgiving, Philly Mike. Best holiday of the year. I think Wentz should still start. It's coaching. Yeah, Wentz sucks, but he's our best chance. I couldn't have said it better. We got to be honest. If we continue to say Doug gives up play calling, he might as well give up the position. That might have to be done. Jalen equals Russell Wilson. That's a bold statement. Philly Mike, I don't think this whole team is bad. I don't think they're put in position to be good. The O-line is bad. But yeah, I agree. You know, something got to change. We need that different aspect. Coaching is a big part of this. Fletch is getting double teamed on every play, but yeah, he's not getting his disruption he used to. Yeah, they are defending him better, especially in the past. This is what I've been saying. The last couple years, Fletcher has not got his money worth in sacks, but he's definitely getting his money worth. We're getting our money worth in him in run defense, and that's low key overlooked. This man is the sole reason why we stopped running backs. And again, misdirection is the linebackers, it's the defensive ends, and it fools them. But running the ball, Fletcher Cox is still the best D tackle in the NFL when it comes to the run. He's not top 3 anymore in pass rush, though, even though he does get double teamed. Yo, Mike, you going to have another call session? Yeah, man, we going to do that. I should have did it today. I wanted to do it on Tuesday or Monday. But with basketball season coming, I was trying to get some Sixers video out, and I have been going over a lot of tape. I got 2 film videos coming out this week, probably closer to the end of the week, though, because of Thanksgiving and stuff, about Carson Wentz's play and the wide receiver play. Doug needs to drop the play calling and roll out his play calling and trust that I tried watching my team lose every game every Sunday over stupid plays. 3-6-1. Huh? I agree. It's sad. We may have to invest in a speedy receiver like Rager and Deshaun Jackson, but it also but also isn't made out of glass. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, D-Jack is done in Philly. I love him, but he's done. Team wasn't running against us, Mike, because the secondary couldn't stop the pass. True. But still, yards per carry, we're one of the best. We're still, even right now, we're one of the best in the league when it comes to running backs yards per carry. It might have changed a little bit because of that 5.7 that Chubb just got on us. But Fletcher Cox has not been good in the pass rush, even though he gets double teamed, but he's still probably the best run stopper in the NFL. Simple and plain. I don't care what anybody says. But again, you're paying him money to do both. You're paying him money to go get the passer as much as stop the run, and he's not doing that as well as he should be because Aaron Donald gets double teamed too, and he still gets it done. But that's all I really got. I'm gonna be on for 15 more minutes. Hey, let's do something right quick. The last 15 minutes, last 20 minutes, we're gonna do a call-in. Let's get the call-in going. Hold up. Hold up. Let's get the call-in going. Let's get this call-in going. Ask a couple questions, and then we get out here and watch some football. I know the game comes on at 12:30. All right, it's up. Again, once we get 10 people in the backstage area, it's gonna say that you're not allowed in. Let's get a couple calls before we end this thing. Like I said, this was supposed to be a happy Thanksgiving. Y'all made me talk about Carson Wentz. I mean, look, Doug Peterson and Carson Wentz are the face of this team. If they don't change, nothing changes. It starts with them, but you got to look at the trenches. You got to look at the receivers. You got to look at the play calling. You got to look at every single thing before you decide to move your $100 million quarterback. Because look, I will honestly say he can't be moved until 2022. And even if you move him in 2022, I think it's still like 25 million in dead cap. So it's 60 million if you move him this year, not trade, just cut. Even in 2022, it's like 25 mil, bro. We need Jamar Chase. Oh, I'll take that. Our defense is mediocre, but still our offense should be lighting the scoreboard up. I agree. Jason Murdoch, that guy don't know what he's talking about. What are y'all talking about? Love your show, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. And I love when you came on and said that because, like I said, look, at the end of the day, we all support the Eagles. We have different ways we talk about it, we think about it, but we all just want a dub. And we emotional fans. That's kind of why I love it. But like I said, I pinned the message up there. Call-in show. Call in for the last couple minutes of this show. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear your happy Thanksgiving thoughts if you want. If not, we gonna end this anyways in a little bit. A couple people were in the chat asking about the call-in. I didn't do one on Tuesday or Monday like I said I was going to. So I figured if you want to call in, speak your mind for a quick second. We ain't gonna keep people on long, but go ahead. Simone Stanley said, do you think we can still win this division? I mean, honestly, anything is possible because At any second, the Giants can go back to buns. Cowboys can go back to buns. Washington can go back to buns. But when you look at Seahawks, Cardinals, Saints, Packers, you lose them 4. Now you're what? 3, 10-1. Maybe you beat the Washington football team and the Cowboys. Maybe you lose one of them. So could we win it? Sure, because the teams stink. Would I bet that we win it? Probably not. Probably not. Probably not. If we would win one of our next 3 or 4 games, which one would you think we can pull the upset? The Packers, possibly, because they can't stop the run. But I forgot. We don't run the ball no more. The Seahawks, because, again, prior to getting back on track, Russell Wilson was turning the ball over. So if we get that turnover, Russ, horrible defense, maybe we can pull a shocker out. But that's if we get an Eagles team that is any type of competitive. Like, these games are bad. Do you remember the blown 17-3 lead versus Tennessee and blown 17-0 lead versus Charlotte in 2018, fourth quarter in Miami last year? Wentz has been shaky for years. Yeah, my team stinks right now, but we've been the most consistent team in the East the past 20 years. Who's your team? You're an Eagles fan, or I still probably wear that jersey. Yeah, man, it's crazy. But like I said, man, look, it comes down to this. Let's watch these Thanksgiving games. Hopefully the Cowboys lose just because they're the Cowboys. Even if we don't win the division, I don't like the Cowboys. So let's watch them lose on Thanksgiving. Let's hope to God that we figure something out against Seattle. When the game comes on, because I still will be doing my play-by-play. I still will be breaking down my play-by-play, and I will still be energetic. I'll be geeked up. Once the Eagle games come on, I'll somehow trick myself into, oh, we have a shot to win this. We have a shot. And then I'll come back to the realization that we never did once the game's over. Shout out to Joseph Simmons, Ryan Rowe in the building. Shout out to you guys. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Like I said, I put the pin out there. We've been on for 45 minutes, 48 minutes. I want to hear y'all thoughts for a couple seconds, and then I'm getting out. Got the first caller on. What's going on, Big Play Slay? Can you hear me? Big Play, can you hear me? Yo, yo, yo. If you have some technical difficulties, come back in. I get you. We got another one. Jeffrey Abraham, what's going on, my guy?
Yo, what's going on, Mike? Mike, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? Chilling, happy Thanksgiving, my guy.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, man. It was like I said earlier, man. We beat at the end of the season last year. We beat the team with no receivers. I am very convinced that our receivers now are way better with our young guys we got. You know, Quez, Jalen, Hightower. I mean, those guys are better than what we had last year. So we should be winning games, man. I mean, I understand that the offensive line is a little suspect, but still, 3 and 4 seconds, that ball should be gone.
Hey, I agree 100% with you. Look, I see a lot of things, man. Look, I cannot get up on here and defend Carson Wentz's play at all
Right,
because
right.
there are plays. Look, Doug Peterson to me is not getting the job done at play calling. I want to really break down the receiver routes. I'm not saying the receivers ain't running good routes, but you're asking these young guys to win these long developing routes instead of just scheming them open in a sense of just like some stacked bunches. You get a guy who just breaks free open. But even when the play's called right, Carson has been doing some stuff that he shouldn't be. And to me, I think
Right.
it's a domino effect of just being sacked, and realizing guys ain't getting open. So when they do, you're like, well, then just throw when they do. But I think it's a domino effect. He's second guessing himself. He's hesitant. He's not the same. And I don't know if it's going to change this year. Am I giving up on him in general? No, there's two reasons why. Because I still have some faith, and we owe him a lot of money.
Right. Yeah.
But if you had to say what do you think is the actual worst thing about this team, do you think it's more play calling or more just quarterback play?
I gotta agree with everybody else. It's a little bit of both. I'm like this. When you're in practice and your receivers are running these routes and you throw the ball and you throw it on the dime, just when you get in that game, just do the same thing. I mean, you already threw 14 interceptions anyway, so just give your receiver a chance to catch the ball.
Yeah, at this point, no hiding the interceptions. It doesn't. What's the difference?
Yeah,
14 or
yeah.
19? You know what I mean?
For real, man. I'm like, I mean, if the guys they run a route and they used to the practice, they know the ball is coming. So at least they got the advantage on the defensive personnel. So I mean, throw the damn ball.
Hey, I agree. Do you have any ounce of faith that the Eagles can beat Seattle at home with no fans?
I always keep the faith in the boys, man. But I just gotta tell you, Russell can put me and you out on that field and beat them.
Exactly, and it doesn't hurt to have DK Metcalf
Right,
that
right.
free. He's a freak athlete. Like I said, nobody that big should be able to run that fast, but he's just a monster.
For real. He's a horse, man.
But yeah, man. So do you think we will win the East with the division being bad, or you think someone else takes it?
Man, I'm like this. It's like I heard before. The Giants are playing the best ball right now, and when us having Seattle, Green Bay, Arizona, and New Orleans, that's a tough 4 game stretch, man. The only 2 games I see us winning are Dallas and Washington, and that ain't gonna be enough. But now I will say this: if our secondary can hold up and stop some of these big plays, then we got a chance for all 4.
Hey, I'll take it. Appreciate you for coming on, my guy.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same to you, bro.
Peace. All right, my guy, Jalen Williams in the building. What's going on?
What's going on, Mike? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, first of all. So I want to address one thing. The person was talking about the game we lost against Miami and the game we lost against the Panthers. In the fourth quarter, we were up 17-0. We threw the ball. We threw the ball 7 times in 2 drives. You got the lead. Why not milk it with the run game?
Get the game over with. Exactly.
That's coaching. I was going to go on Gate City Channel the other day and talk about 9 games that Carson's lost over the past 2 years. No one's ever said we've lost in spite of, lost. We've won in spite of Carson Wentz. This is all new. He's playing bad, yes. But let's not rewrite the narrative of he's never been good. That's BS. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But my thing is, like, don't let the stat sheet tell you what happened in the game. That's the main thing. Don't let these anchors, the TV anchors and all that stuff tell you what happened. They have 25 minutes to look over what happened in the game before they go on. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
They have 7 or 8 topics they have to cover in a day. They're not looking at all those games. They're not sitting there, oh, well, this happened on second down before that happened. That caused that play to go like this.
Correct.
No, they just look at it and say, well, he threw a pick. Well, the stat sheet says he fumbled. But Lane Johnson got beat for a strip sack in under 2 seconds. Come on now.
I agree. And you just got to look at it like this. I don't think any Eagle fan is going to come on here and say Carson's playing good. But I'm on your side as well, is that I'm not going to give up on him. It's been ugly, but it's not like it's just we've seen we watch the games and we see there's much more to the puzzle. You can put another quarterback in here. He might play better than Carson, but we're not going to win many more games. The team is bad. And again, I do think that Carson is in his head, but I don't think it's something that he's going to get out of this year, but I don't think it's something that's going to haunt him the rest of his career. So
I'm
it's
gonna say,
like,
go ahead.
nah. So I think it's like we got 6 games left. Could he turn it around? He could start playing a little bit better, but I'm looking forward to just seeing how this team responds. And we do got to make some changes here and there, but I'm going forward with Carson Wentz. Got to.
Yeah.
Paycheck says it, and what I know, the body of work is bigger than just this.
Thank you. And put it this way: a lot of people sit there and say, last game Carson had a awful game. That's not true. Carson didn't have his best game. He had an okay game. He had an average game. You get what I'm saying? The pick 6, he got hit on a 7-man protection. He was throwing the ball flat to Miles Sanders in the flat. There's no way in the world that would be a pick 6 with a linebacker 6 yards away. So, well, he threw the pick 6. No. Something happened to cause him to throw the pick 6. That's BS. I don't like to buy in those narratives, man.
Hey, I hear
the
you,
Alshon Jeffrey play, Alshon gave up on that route and jumped early because he was surprised by the ball.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
So,
and again, I would say this though: the actual hit comes down to anybody gets hit in the pocket on a missed block by Richard Rodgers is going to float the ball up there. So the actual play, I'm not mad at. I just honestly think he should have stuck with his first read and Reagor and threw it to him. Again, like I said, this is stuff that happens because of the being hesitant because of the O-line play and just everything that's been happening, the rain. And again, the Alshon could have did him a favor by not mistiming his jump, but I don't think Alshon was expecting a jump ball there because it was an outbreaking route. He only ran but 3. It was like a 5 and out. So I was thinking he was thinking the ball was going to be put on him. And so again, it's just no chemistry with the receivers. It's just a bad year, man. 2020 has been bad.
Yeah. Oh, also, that hesitance thing, I don't think it's just a Carson Wentz issue. Because remember, in training camp, you kept hearing about Nate Sudfeld not pulling the trigger. I don't know if you remember the media was reporting. Yeah, Nate Sudfeld, he had an okay practice, but one of the problems they're having with him is he's not pulling the trigger on throws. Now we're seeing it with Carson.
Yeah.
That's something coaching wise there. It's not the player. I'm sorry. It is the player, but something that's being coached to him is causing him to be more hesitant.
Yeah, especially if we see it with multiple quarterbacks, but and that's something we can't do. Carson Wentz is a reactionary quarterback. That's what makes him good. He's never been Drew Brees or Tom Brady in the pocket where he's gonna pick you down the field, dinking and dunking, and just hitting 80% of his throws. He's always been high and low, but he always makes. But he's a playmaker, and so now we're seeing a high and low minus the playmaker, and that's what we got right now.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it like this: last 2 years, last 2 years, Carson's had the most. So it's 2018 and 2019. He's had the most 10+ touchdown play drives. You don't do that if you can't pick apart somebody in the pocket. You remember? I'm just putting that out there for everybody saying. He can't throw in the pocket. He's done it before in 2018. He's done it before in 2019. I can't explain this year because I don't know all the facts.
Correct. And so, I'm not against him throwing from the pocket. I think once he gets out of the pocket and gets comfortable out the pocket, it translates to in the pocket. It's like a guy who can't make a 3-pointer, get him to the free throw line. He makes a couple free throws. Now he can bang some threes. So get him out the pocket. And that's why I'm not even saying get him out the pocket forever. Get him out the pocket early, and he'll deliver late in the pocket.
Stop being so predictable. That's the big issue. Because think about it. Remember on the safety, all the routes were covered. Every route was covered except one. And by the time he could even turn his head, he was already sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're predictable.
I agree, man. Hopefully, Thanksgiving, everybody gets good and we come back and just what happened to us? I doubt it, but we'll see.
Yeah. But all right, Mike. Be easy, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, my guy.
All right, man.
Peace. Here we go. OGTV on the mic. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just can't believe the amount of excuses that my man came up with. That was just on. Jesus Christ! I mean, Carson got to do this. Carson, it's because of this. At the end of the day, man, you got to line up and just play football, man, and just complete passes. You know, it's just football. I think people think about things a little bit too deep when it comes to this. Now, you've been watching film the last few days, and you've seen when receivers come open, Carson Wentz is not letting go, not pulling the trigger, as they call it.
Correct.
And it's to the point where it's like, come on. And when I say this, I'm like, all right, you can have a lot of problems on your team, but that $100 million quarterback cannot be the problem as well. Now, is it coaching? Yes, it's coaching, because when you look at every team is out scheming the Eagles every week. You can clearly see it. The Eagles are not attacking teams. It's definitely coaching. But Carson Wentz, bro, like, you gotta, because when you talk about a game, football game, it comes down to a handful of plays, right? Those handful of plays for us is Carson fumbling, Carson throwing an interception, Carson not getting into the open guy on 3rd and 9. And that causes the game. So you just got to be able to do the routine things. It ain't about spectacular plays. It's about the routine passes. Oh, my man's open over the middle. Oh, Carson don't see him. He's not even getting to a second read sometimes. He's locking in on receivers. And when they're not there, the offensive line is letting up, because I played offensive line and defensive line before. And after 3.5 seconds, shit, you can't keep blocking that long. You got a few seconds. You got to get rid of it. Now, I was looking at film from 2017, and you look at Carson, he was trusting himself. He was trusting his throws. He was trusting his receivers. He would drop back 1-2. Phew, beautiful pass came out. They got to find a way to get back to that. Like you said, get him comfortable in the pocket. But other than that, man, I don't see the Eagles turning it around this year. I think it's going to go all the way off the cliff. And I'm a diehard. Like, I want to see them kill everybody for the rest of the year. But at the end of the day, it's going to go down. It's going to go bad. Doug Peterson will be gone, and I think they'll give Carson another chance. But I really do want to see what Jalen Hurts has, though. Whether it be 1 game, 2 games, I want to see what he can do. People keep saying, oh, he can't do this, oh, he can't. We don't know until we see it.
Yeah, look, I'm not trying to crap on Jalen Hurts. I just think that because of some of the same coaching problems, you're really just giving this man a sour card, to say the least. Kind of what Carson's got. Carson got a sour card. You're going to get Jalen Hurts a sour card. You don't really want to break his confidence. Like I said, look, I'm not making excuses for Wentz. Is there context to explain why this team is bad just besides Carson? Of course. But Carson Wentz hasn't done nothing to make it better.
Right.
It comes to this. Other quarterbacks in the system will probably fail too, but would they fail this bad? I think Carson, again, is in his head. He's second guessing himself. And that is the whole Eagles did that. We broke each other. You know, maybe Carson broke Doug, Doug broke Carson, however you want to say. At the end of the day, your coaches got to put you in a better position. And I just don't understand why Doug refuses that. Let's be honest. Carson Wentz is stinking. As we say that, Doug Peterson got to hear that in his head. So what Doug Peterson got to say is, dang, my quarterback is struggling. Let me try my best to help him. Why not?
Running game, they got to run the ball more. You know, but my thing is, like, let's stop making an excuse for Carson, because at the end of the day, when other quarterbacks are in there, like say a Russell Wilson, something breaks down. Oh, the guys are not open. All right, I make something happen. I get rid of the ball. I follow a check down. Or hell, I run out of there. Like, we want everything to be so perfect for Carson Wentz. Everything the stars got to line up for him just to complete a routine pass. Nah, he got to be Superman sometimes. He got to see, all right, it broke down. Let me run. Let me use my legs and get a first down. Let's break the defense down. If they want to take away my receivers, shit, I'm running. Or you know, to the screen game. Like, the screen game is just dead. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't
But
get it.
like you said, look, listen. If Carson Wentz was playing really, really good, right, and then he got injured, right, and we didn't have Jalen Hurts, and we had Nate Sudfeld in the game, and nobody likes him, and he stinks. You don't think Doug Peterson's going to call the game a little differently to help him out?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
and again, and maybe Doug Peterson's thinking he don't have to do that with Carson, and we also thought he didn't have to do it with Carson, but now that we see right now he has to, why? I don't understand why he still doesn't do it. You know what I mean? You can say if we have our starter, which we do, and he's playing good, I got the whole playbook open. But with him playing bad, let me help him out and just see if it makes him better. I don't see that. So again,
Let me ask you a question, man.
Go ahead.
The out of the film that you watched with Carson Wentz, and you got the all 22, so you can see the whole field. Is it more on Carson, or is it more on the receivers not getting open? Like, what's the percentage? Would you say 50-50, 30-40? You know, Carson not seeing an open receiver, or the receiver not getting open? What would you say?
Carson is missing some reads, no doubt about it. But there is these plays where it's like, why run this against this defense? I think Doug is making the wrong call. He's running zone beaten routes, and they're playing man. He's running man beaten routes, and they're playing zone. And he's running these long developing. Everything is a 10 and out. Everything is a comeback route. He doesn't got as many crossers. And there is a misread where Jalen Reagor is crossing the field. And it's like, wow, the first time the one and only time he throws a crosser in a zone beating scheme, Carson doesn't see it. But it's the only time it happened in the game. You know, he didn't come back to it. Because guess what? Carson didn't see it. Would have been caught, completed for an easy 10 yards. But guess what? Carson comes to the sideline. Doug called it. He probably seen it. You got to say, hey, Carson, you missed one. Don't worry. We're gonna run that play back a couple series later. It doesn't happen. It never came back to that play.
Now, doesn't Carson have the ability to change plays as he sees?
Correct, but he can't change it to any play. What happens is, you know, you have your play and you got maybe a built-in two plays to change it to. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
He can't just be like, you know, change it up to something totally different. You know what I mean? He has his ways to do that. And I mean, he pretty much he's free to do what he wants, but you got to stay within the system. You can't just be like in a shotgun set running whatever kind of package with that personnel on the field and just switch to something totally different. There's always built-in plays. And that's one of the things that Doug said is that the actual rollout plays that he had designed for him, Carson checked into run plays because they were better off that way, but I doubt it. I doubt it fully because we didn't run the ball that much in Cleveland. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. Doug simply said in his press conference, I got to call more rollouts. But it's like, if you keep saying it and you don't do it, I don't care anymore. You know what I mean? It's just a bad situation in the sense of the Philadelphia Eagles are in trouble. And I'm not going to give up on Carson Wentz. And I agree with what you said. They're going to give Carson Wentz another chance. We just got to make sure this next chance is just better overall. And Carson got to do his part, but so does everybody else. This is the most complete sport. It's not basketball. It's not baseball. You can't just hit 2 home runs and help your team win. Like if your receivers ain't good, everybody got to be everybody. Receivers can't eat without the quarterback. The quarterback can't eat without the O-line. The O-line can't eat without, the running backs and the quarterbacks playing good because they don't get no props then. Everybody got to help everybody. And this team is just not what we thought.
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing at this point. The rest of the year, I don't really have them win another game unless they put it together. But somehow, I do think somehow that Carson Wentz will start to put it together. We got to get these guys going. We got to get Reagor going. We got to get Alshon going. Like what happened to Travis Fulgham, man? That dude can't catch nothing now. Like what the heck is going on, man? It's like I don't get it. I've never seen an Eagles team this disappointing in my life. I don't think at this point. I'm like, man. But I appreciate it, man. Letting me come on and talk for a little bit.
No problem. I'm gonna let you go, my guy. Happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully we could beat the Seahawks. I do not believe so, but hopefully.
We'll see. All right, man. Good luck to you, man. Peace.
All right, peace, bro.
Yo,
What's going on, Infamous 2K?
how you doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
You already know. Appreciate
Yeah.
you coming on. We about to do you and then one more. I'm gonna take this pin thing down because I'm about to watch this Lions game. I don't even know what the score is right now. But go ahead, my guy. What's
I,
going on with you?
I want to talk about the last guy. How we mentioned Russell Wilson real quick. First of all, Russell Wilson, when averaging more than 6 pressures a game, he's bound to throw either 1 or 2 picks. That's one. So yeah, he and also his last 4 games, his 4 game stretch where he did really bad. Those 4 game stretch is actually worse than Carson Wentz's 4 game stretches. So that's two. And all those games he had more than 6 pressures that game. Carson Wentz's averaged 8 pressures a game. So that's one. Two. The Rager throw. Okay, yeah, he misses reads, right? He hesitates, right? But during practice and on the bench, who is supposed to help him out with that, right? That's the difference that we don't have versus 2017. I watched the
Mhm.
full Rams game. Like I was watching like full games, full 2 hour games. When Carson Wentz misreads, because he misreads back then, his progressions weren't fast back then either. He was averaging 5 seconds to throw that ball, depending on what type of route it is. Because if you're running like a slant, yeah, you don't need 5 seconds. But if you're running a deep corner, then just the receiver can't get there in 2 seconds. That's unrealistic, right? So he misreads. He always done that. But John DeFilippo and all of them, they would help him out. Say, hey, you missed, as you mentioned earlier. That's one. Two. Well, that's two. So three. Carson Wentz. What was it called? I have a question for you since you have the all 22. Is it Carson Wentz is looking at them and just chooses like hesitates, or is he? Because progressions are scripted. Most progressions are scripted during the game. So
Mhm.
is it when you mentioned the Jalen Rager cross, right? Was he looking right, then looked at Rager and decided not to throw it, or was he looking right and then he looked like all the way across the field? Because most progressions are scripted.
Yeah. The Jalen Rager crosser, which I'm gonna probably release that video tomorrow. Um, yeah, man. He came back to him. He just didn't look like he was comfortable to throw it. Then he started moving, and then it ended up in the sack. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a hesitant. And like I said, when I say he's broken, the it what I'm trying to say is this season has been like a detriment to him.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him before the season, and at the end of the day, if you ask me, Mike, will you fully bench Carson? No. As long as we have a shot to win a division, I'm gonna keep Carson in. If we were 3-6-1 and the division leader was 8-2, then yeah, why not? I'm not benching him because I think Jalen Hurts is better. I'm not benching him because Carson Wentz is not our guy. I'm just saying, listen, you got hit 40 times. What if the
Mm-hmm.
next sack you tore your ACL or something? Now
Yeah.
you're done. You are our big money guy. He's going to be on this team next year and the year after. The only time they're going to decide to do something with Carson is maybe 2022. And so you got to get it fixed with Carson. And it starts with fixing the Eagles before you can fix Carson because it's in his head. I feel like he's lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not done with Carson Wentz. I believe in the talent 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I just I can't watch the tape and just not say that he's not playing bad.
But here's the thing: there's a difference between being a bad player and playing bad, right? Like
Fact.
you have to get rid of the coaches before you get rid of the players, and that's been proven throughout the last 2 years. We got, as I said on Philly podcast, when he had the little call in, we got rid of Ronald Darby before we got rid of Jim Schwartz. Same thing with Rasul Douglas and Sidney Jones, and now. And Ronald, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but Ronald Darby is ranked one of the best corners in the league, but he is playing receiver twos, but he's playing really good at Washington right now. So
Mhm.
same thing with Sidney Jones and Rasul Douglas. They're playing pretty solid. We got rid of them before we got rid of the coaches, right? That's the thing. Now here's the thing that I saw interesting. You know how everyone's calling Doug Peterson's play calling trash, and in his one of his most recent ones, Carson Wentz said that a lot of the play calling, because Doug said he's gonna make it more simpler for the younger players. And Carson Wentz said it's not going to be when Doug says he's going to make it more simple, you won't really see on the field. It's more internal things. So do you think, here's my two questions. Do you think Doug coming into this year already said, all right, I'm going to keep it plain. I'm going to keep it simple to make it easier for these young guys? And do you think how we give the same excuse that Wentz is having a bad year. He's not a bad player. Should we give that same excuse to Doug saying he's not a bad play caller? He's just having a bad year.
Nah, I mean, as a player, I think you can have a bad year because, you got to react in seconds. Playing the game of football can be won or lost by inches or seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But play calling is different. You know what I mean? Like, you got all week to rehearse your plays. You got all week to get your game plan together, and then you see and you react with the play call. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Actual playing, you can have a bad day. You can, wow, I'm throwing everything long. I'm throwing everything short. The weather, players around you also implicate you. But actual play calling, yeah, having injuries can make you hold plays like, I can't do this play because we don't got the personnel to do it. But man, Doug Peterson's situational football has been bad this year. He's not scheming these wide receivers open. I love some Jalen Reagor. I love TF13, but he's asking these guys to win these long developing routes. He's not helping them. So it's a full effect when it comes to why Carson Wentz stinks, why the Eagles stink this year. And that's why no way, no how can you give up on Carson Wentz you can't give up on Carson Wentz just because of a horrible year, which is not good. Because when you look at him statistically, he's one of the worst at every single category. But when you look at the Eagles around them, we're not doing anything to help them. I'm all about just figuring it out. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's going to happen this year, but Carson Wentz is going to be our quarterback next year, whether people like it or not.
Here's the thing, though. What I think about this year is if we get one big win, I feel like we can steal the East. Because I mean, look, and I mentioned this in the last call-in too. When the Cowboys almost beat the Steelers, look at them now. They look like a complete football team. Their play calling has gotten better. Their offense is starting to click. Yeah, they got Andy Dalton back, but at the same time, they just look better. Same thing with the Giants. At the last the Bucks game, after the Bucks game, their offense looked complete. Their defense was playing really good. And yeah, they didn't win neither of those games, but they came really close. Like that game of the Bucks game, the Bucks were 14-point favors. So no one was expecting the game to even be close. So I feel like if we could beat a team like Seattle, maybe not Seattle, but maybe like the Packers or stuff like that, I feel like we could still steal the East.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, with this division being so bad, who knows? I mean, we have the worst schedule out of everybody. The Giants, Washington, Cowboys. Cowboys got the easiest, but you never know with this division. I'll still like to get to the playoffs because it's just a playoffs, but this team needs changes regardless if we make it or not. Jeff Lurie got to crack down. It starts with the top, but like I said, if Carson Wentz got benched, I wouldn't be mad in the sense of what? It's just I think something has to change just to let this team know that we're here. Even though the biggest change I think needs to be Doug Peterson getting rid of the play calling. He's not going to do that, so I can't ask for something that I know 100% can't happen. So it comes down to just, we need to see some change. But I'm going to let you go, my guy.
All right, I told you. Thank you for having me on. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, my guy. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, what's up? It's Eagles champ, but I got a title for you. It's called Fire Howie Roseman, man. He got to go. He got to go. Howie Roseman got to go.
Right.
This goes back to drafting, man. When you decided to take Jalen Hurts, you should have thought about Carson Wentz. When you decided to, I don't know, not go out to get D-Hop, now you know what Kyler Murray's doing in Arizona. He got a number one receiver. We don't build around Carson Wentz, so we expect Carson Wentz to succeed. Listen, I get Carson Wentz is that bad. I get that. I do. But part of it is Doug. Doug Peterson is hard-headed. He's like a petulant child that doesn't call plays, man, to Carson Wentz's strength, man. Some ways I think that Carson Wentz is used like a Nick Foles, just a pocket passer, straight pocket passer, and he's a sit-and duck. When you look at Carson Wentz 2017, he's always rolled out, and you notice when Carson Wentz rolled out, he's able to throw better. Doug Peterson in his press conference gets me annoyed. Part of it is Carson, but this Howie Roseman cannot be here next year. He got to go. I don't want him near Cap. I just want him gone. I want this whole team to be about Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts should have never been an Eagle. I know a lot of people want to see him, but what are you going to get out of Jalen Hurts? He's not Russell Wilson. Okay, you're going to get a guy that's going to come in that is not really got that much playing time, hasn't got that much practice, hasn't really got with the receivers, and you're going to throw him out to the wolves where this offensive line, Jason Peters with his slow ass can't, block for crap that we decided to bring back. I mean, you're going to get the kid killed. You know what I'm saying? This is Howie Roseman. This is Howie Roseman destroying this team, front and back. The defense giving up points. It's not just Carson. We have so much times where Carson Wentz gave us the lead, and this defense that everybody's praising about, this defense stinks. I counted last week 4 missed tackles by the defensive end by not stopping the running game. Nick Chubb was literally destroying us like paper bags. Okay, Javon Hargrave stinks. He's so overrated. He can't get off the blocks. I don't know why we brought this dude back. Howie Roseman has to go. That's the only way I see Carson Wentz succeeding, because if you bring a GM that knows football, that knows how to build a team, not just from the free agency, but from the draft, it's time for the clown to go. It's time for the circus clown to go. The circus clown in Philly got to go. Okay? Jalen Hurts should have never been. First of all, no one else wanted Jalen Hurts. It was Howie Roseman who wanted him. Everybody wanted Jeremy Chin. So the fact that Howie Roseman ignored all the people that were supposedly, the drafting scouts, it's unexcusable. Jeffrey Lurie is not going to get rid of Carson Wentz. He's going to get rid of Howie and Doug. This goes back on Doug if Carson Wentz is bad. And, a lot of people say, well, why are you a Carson Wentz guy? Well, I'm not a Carson Wentz guy. I feel bad for the dude because he's literally getting destroyed by this offensive line for not blocking. Jesse Kelsey oversnapping the balls over people's heads. You got Lane Johnson being out. You know what I'm saying? We got, Jason Peters. Like I said, it's a mess, man. And listen, if we get that top first pick, I would trade that first pick and get a couple picks and build this team around. But you cannot have Howie Roseman as this GM. He has done so much damage to this team. This team is not going to beat nobody. We're done. Like, the only way I see us beating someone is if Howie Roseman goes and Carson Wentz, like Deuce Staley, takes over the play calling. That's the only way. Carson Wentz needs to, get an offense coordinator next year. You know what I'm saying? When we had in 2017, we had Frank Wright. Frank Wright is 7-2 in Indianapolis right now.
3.
Like 7. Oh well, that's even better. So it's like this clown got to go. Doug, if you don't give it offense coordinator, bye bye. I'm tired of this dude cracking up jokes like it's funny. Your quarterback is looked at as the worst quarterback right now in the league, and you're cracking jokes like everything is good. No, Doug, you are terrible. Stop always blaming Carson Wentz. Stop blaming Travis Fulgham. You are horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Eagles champs. Listen, I agree with you. It starts from the top. Howie Roseman.
Howard got to go, man. He got to go.
He's not getting the job done. And I agree. I do feel bad for Carson Wentz in the sense of I think this team, this organization broke him. Is he playing good? No.
He's not playing good.
No. This team broke him. Hey, you said it perfectly. So for those in the chat watching, Eagles champ, it's Eagles champ 1. He does have his own YouTube channel too, so definitely go check him out if you like what you hear here or on his videos. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. I got 2 more guys I got to get on though because I got to get up off here soon. Let
me say one more thing. If we do get that top pick, I want either Micah Parsons or I want just Jamar Chase because I think Jamar Chase with Carson Wentz, he reminds me so much of the young Alshon Jeffrey. The dude could go up and get a ball. Like, people will understand that Justin Jefferson really wasn't the number 1. It was Jamar Chase. But like I said, man, this has been a bad year, man. And a lot of people want to blame Carson. Listen, Carson Wentz is not playing good. He's not playing good. But everybody thinks that you can't just say Carson Wentz is bad and Doug. You have to pick one. And that's not so. The whole team is playing bad. But there's a lot of people that say, well, it's just Carson. Well, your quarterback is not the only problem. There has to be something wrong with not just Carson. It goes up to front office, down to coaching. Why is Howie Roseman still here? This will never be fixed, like I said, until Howie's gone.
Hey,
happy Thanksgiving, man.
Hey, shout out to you, my guy. Happy Thanksgiving. And I agree. Good way to come here and lay the thunder. Appreciate you, my guy.
Oh man, peace out.
Peace.
Not the only problem. There has to be something.
Big chaotic in the building. What's going on, my guys?
To front office down to coaching. Why is
You might want to pause that.
still here? This will never be fixed. Like I said, in 2 hours gone.
Hey, shout out to
Hey,
my
Big
guy,
Chaotic.
Thanksgiving, and I agree. Good way to come in and lay the thunder.
Can you hear me, Big Chaotic?
Oh man, peace out.
Peace.
Not the only problem. There has to be something.
Big chaotic in the building. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, bro? Yeah, that last caller, boy, I like you, man.
Go ahead. What you got for us?
Hey, Big chaotic.
What's going on, bro?
Can you hear me, Big chaotic?
I can hear you, but I hear somebody else too.
I think we're on a delay. That's why. But go ahead and speak your piece.
What's up, bro? Something going on, a little technical difficulties or something.
Go ahead. What you got for us?
What's going on, bro? We having some type of difficulties because I can't really hear you.
I think we're on a delay. That's why. But go ahead and speak your piece.
I don't know, man. I think it's a lot going on. You know, like that last interview Doug had, I really wasn't feeling it. He had no answers for anything. And it's to me, I mean, I think there's something really deep rooted going on internally that ain't being addressed and talked about, because it just don't make sense how, you know, the players, you know, are not, you know, living up to their expectations, their contracts, their playing abilities, or nothing. So, like, a lot of people keep saying Pitt hurts and this, that, and the third, and I think they're saying it because if you go off of history, every time we put a backup quarterback in, we shine. You know what I mean? So it could be, I think, something going on in the locker room where these players really just don't want to perform and play while Carson Wentz is the quarterback. That's really what I believe is not being said. It's the only thing that makes sense to me because I don't have no answer to really what's going on.
It's been bad. It's been bad. And yeah, man, I think we're on like a nice 8-second delay. So give me your take. Do you think the Eagles can somehow win this division? And then I'm gonna let you go. Appreciate you for staying back there for so long, though.
It's the only thing that makes sense to me because I don't have no answer to really what's going on.
It's been bad.
Do you think there's gonna be any changes made before the season is up?
Yeah, man, I think we're on like a nice 8-second delay. So give me your take. Do you think the Eagles can somehow win this division? And then I'm gonna let you go. Appreciate you staying back there for so long, though.
I hope we do. Honestly, we don't deserve to, but I don't think we will anyway.
So do we win any of these hard 4 games that we got? Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Seahawks.
I hope we do. Honestly, we don't deserve to, but I don't think we will anyway.
So do we win any of these hard 4 games that we got? Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Seahawks.
Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Seahawks. No.
Hey, I appreciate you, my guy. Next time we get you on, make sure no technical
I don't see us winning none of them games. I think if we can win another game, it will probably be one of the divisional games. And to be honest, we might even lose those. We might just go out the rest of the season just straight L's. I mean, we just play that bad. That's really how it looks to me. I'm just being honest. I'm a diehard Eagle fan, but I'm a realist at the end of the day. I don't really see us getting past anybody going that we got left.
Well, like I said, shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate you. We're gonna get you in here when it's not no technical difficulties, all right?
Straight up. I mean, we just play that bad. That's really how it looks. I'm just being honest.
All right, last but not least, Justin Shields. What's going on, my guy? You.
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving, my guy.
You too.
So, what you got for me? Last one, because I'm about to get off and start watching some football and eating. What's going on with you?
I kind of think the coaching is bad. You know, I think they need to fix the play call adjustment. You know,
Hey,
to put Carson Wentz in a better position to win the football game.
yeah. So, of course, so you blame it more on the coaching than the quarterback play, or that's your take?
Yep.
But how would you rate the quarterback play if you had to say? Do you think Carson's doing okay, bad, good?
Carson's not doing that well.
I agree with you. So look, we got Seattle, we got the Packers, we got the Saints, we got the Cardinals. Can we win at least one of them games?
Maybe the Saints. Maybe the Saints. Since they
Because
don't have Drew Brees.
so you think if we have a shot to beat anybody, it will be the Saints at home?
Maybe.
So let me ask you this question: Do you think the Eagles win the division?
Nah, they probably don't win the division.
Who do you got taking the division then?
I probably got Dallas.
Dallas over the Giants?
I think it's either going to be Dallas or the Giants who takes the division.
Yeah, I can't let the Dallas Cowboys get that over us. I just can't. So at the end of the day, I want to win a division. I don't think it's likely because of our schedule being the hardest. The Cowboys do have the easiest schedule, but oh my God, I can't stand the Cowboys. So
I know, man.
I'll definitely be
Philly. Philly ain't been the same, man, since Rapper the Game came through here and destroyed Meek Mill, man, back in 2016, bro.
Hey, I hear you, my guy. You know, it's just been rough. It's definitely been rough. But like I said, appreciate you for hanging in there. I wish we had some more better things to talk about. Seattle, Philly this week, and hey, if we could somehow get a win, it would really turn this around. A win against Seattle, who's a Super Bowl contender in the NFC, would just make everybody be like, huh? But that's wishful thinking, I can say the least.
Yeah, but another thing too, man, it's the attitude, with the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Like that game on Sunday, man. They attitude didn't seem like they wanted to win. They just seemed like they was going through the motions.
Yeah, exactly. This team's morale is down. The play calling's bad. We're breaking our quarterback. The defense is just average at best. Man, it's a rough time for Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully the Sixers do better, but hopefully our Eagles can get out of this. Jeffrey Lurie is going to make changes if we don't make the playoffs. I think we should make it regardless, but man.
Yeah, I was at the game on Sunday and I keep wondering, I'm like, why does the coach keep leaving him in shotgun? He know he's not doing well. Why is he still in the shotgun? Why is he not rolling out the pocket?
Exactly. The fans are seeing it. My kids be screaming at the TV to roll Carson out, and Doug don't know. I just don't understand it. I got a 1-year-old whose first word was roll Carson out. So I don't understand.
Yeah, I was upset, man.
But happy Thanksgiving, my guy, and I'm gonna let you go.
All right, you too.
All right, be easy, bro. Peace.
Peace.
All right, chat. Appreciate you guys for hanging in there. Happy Thanksgiving. No matter what we talked about the Philadelphia Eagles, when Sunday comes, I'm going to get myself geeked back up. I'll be ready to watch the Eagles, even though I know we don't have much of a shot. Until next time, we're going to have some film breakdowns coming out tomorrow, the day after. Let's go Eagles, and down goes the thing. Until next time. See, look, the Eagles is falling apart. So is my studio. Appreciate you guys for coming through. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. You guys know what time it is. We out.